When did you have a dream to become Mr Olympia, number one? And when did you set a realistic goal, an achievable goal of becoming Mr Olympia? Because they're two different things, right?
I'd say so.
Can you remember when?
I remember when I, did my first pro contest in 2006 at the Colorado Pro. After winning that and then winning my second pro show, the New York Pro the week after, I started realizing, wow, I could possibly do some major damage in the higher ranks of bodybuilding.
So you won your first pro show?
First two.
First two?
Yeah,
fantastic.
Back-to-back weekends. So
wow.
It hasn't been done since 1994, I believe. So
who was that?
I believe it was Kevin, well, no, 93, Kevin Levrone, I think was the last person to do it back-to-back weekend.
Yeah, sure.
So I know Evans Zenapani, he won his first two, but it was scattered with, time in between.
Right, okay.
Whereas mine was, back-to-back weeks.
Well, what a start.
So yeah, I mean, it was good, and I think once I did the Arnold Classic in 07, I placed fifth, and it's like, okay, well, I didn't set my sights too high because I couldn't win that show at first, and it kind of set me back to realize I got a lot of work to do.
Yep.
But I'd say, around that time, I started realizing there's a high likability that I could become Mr. Olympia. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it was never about if I could win it. It was about when.
Okay, so that was 07 after your first Arnold. You thought, I could win it, I'll set the goal now.
Yeah, so I'd say my first Olympia, I placed third. So that was in 2008. So I placed first at the Ironman Pro, and then a month later at the Arnold Classic, I placed second to Dexter Jackson, which he ended up winning the Olympia that year.
Wow.
And then I placed third in my first one, so I thought, well, I'm top 3 in the world, solidified that placing.
Yeah.
And then, set my sights solely about, becoming the champion.
Yeah,
and,
fantastic.
And then obviously, the following year I placed fifth, and then came back in 2010 and had 2 second place finishes at the Arnold and the Olympia. That's when I really started to believe that this is going to happen, but I had to restructure my mindset and say, it's not about second place anymore. It's not about anything but winning. Everything that I have to think or speak about in interviews is all about becoming Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jay was the current champ at the time, and I obviously respect him quite a bit. But I quickly realized that I'm always going to have that friendship.
Yeah.
But I need to focus solely about being a champion, and it had nothing to do with him. It had all about me wowing the judges, so that they picked me.
Yep, so you had that full belief then, and you could see it in your mind's eye from 2007. That was the time you knew, and you had that realistic goal, you're going to be Mr. Olympia. When you started training, or before you started bodybuilding, did you have a dream of being Mr. Olympia? Did you dream about it or not? Because you were
I was playing basketball player, yeah, so I had no idea of bodybuilding at all. I mean, I knew it existed, and I knew it took a lot of hard work, but my goals growing up was not to be who I am today.
Right, okay. Wow, that's amazing.